I know you guys did not think I was going to go this whole entire NFL year without uploading. Now, I might not upload like I used to, but during the game days, I have to upload. And ladies and gentlemen, the Miami Dolphins just won one of the most insane games I've ever seen before in my life. And I'm here to tell you guys that Tyreek Hill is the best player I've ever seen play ever in my life. Football, period. Okay?
Bruh.
I know there is some. I mean, I've had favorite players before. Xavier Howard's one of my favorite players. Cameron Wake, Jarvis Landry. The list goes on. Ricky Williams, Ronnie Brown. Listen, we've had great players throughout my life. Pretty good players that definitely could be all pros and all star. I mean, I think Tyreek Hill is the best player. I know for a fact Tyreek Hill is the best player I've ever seen play. Like put on the pat. Again, I never seen Marino, never seen half the players that maybe some of you guys have seen. I'm talking about Tyreek Hill is the best player I have ever seen. And I don't even just want to say on the Dolphins. I think I've never seen a player this good ever. I mean, I've seen receivers back in the day, and honestly, my memory is not that fucking good. I mean, I've seen like Julio Jones, Calvin. I've never seen Tyreek Hill is actually just the most unguardable person, the most biggest game changer. He's the best receiver in the NFL right now. He's better than Justin Jefferson. I'm sorry, it is what it is. He's better than Stephon Diggs. Anybody that says Tyreek Hill's not the best is just because he's short. And I don't know. I think there's some type of height discrimination going on. I don't know what's going on, but this dude is like literally just a way better than the second best receiver. I have never seen nothing like him ever. I don't think I ever will again. Every game that Tyreek plays for the Miami Dolphins is a blessing. Like it's something to just marvel at, because I don't think we'll ever see that again, like on any team ever. Like there's fast people that come out the draft all the time. It's gonna be people that run 4.2s and all this. Bro, Tyreek is like, there's something just there that's just not with anybody else in the whole entire world. I'm sorry, this dude is crazy. This dude's crazy. Okay. Anyways, listen, I've been gone for a while. I know, life is crazy when you're an adult. Okay, I didn't like when I was making YouTube videos like back to back, 2 days, 3 days, and I was an adult, but I was a young adult. I was staying with my mom still. You know what I'm saying? Like life was way more simple. And nowadays, like life is just like it's insane. Like, bro, you got bills, you got all this stuff to worry about. I mean, life. I don't know how anybody ever does YouTube at like full time. Because this is just insane, unless you're getting full-time money, I guess. But like, bro, to actually just do, like, if I couldn't just do this like I used to do it, I'm not gonna lie. It's just impossible to like maintain any type of actual like relationship and like friendships in life and work and just do YouTube consistently, unless I was just like streaming 20 minutes a day or some shit. I don't know. But anyways, back to the game now. We're gonna start breaking down the game. The first quarter, was pretty good except for when we fumbled. I ain't gonna lie, I had no confidence because I thought our offensive line was gonna get dominated by Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. If you think about Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, Teron Armstead did not play, so I'm looking at our tackles. Our tackles are pretty terrible from my understanding as far as what Twitter's telling me. I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of wait till the game start. I don't really get too hyped in OTAs and all that, because OTAs, the problem with OTAs and all that stuff is that everybody like goes crazy and then they get in the game and they don't do anything, like Preston Williams back in the day. So I don't really care about that. I just want to wait till the game start. And our offensive line actually looked a lot better than what I actually anticipated, especially against Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. You didn't really hear their names that much. I don't think Tua got sacked one time. If he did, I mean, it was probably, he got pressured 13 times, but he didn't get sacked one time. And, Tua has great pocket presence as well, so even when some of the pressure got to him, he was able to make some big plays. The one play that was just the most special play I've ever, of the game, I think, was when he stepped up in the pocket. He was like on the run, kind of running forward, and he threw it to Tyreek Hill for like about 50 yards. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you've seen that, I mean, that play was just one of the best quarterback plays I've ever seen. Up there with the Ryan Fitzpatrick at the Raiders game, whenever he had threw that nice pass. That was one of the best passes I've ever seen a Dolphins quarterback throw. I mean, it was just incredible, okay? So, again, the Chargers, they did nothing to stop us. Tyreek Hill makes it impossible to stop us because you can't really run man coverage. We do the motions and everything, and once we do the motions, we can identify if it's man coverage, zone coverage. If it's man coverage, we're just going to go to Tyreek Hill. There's nothing you can do to stop it. You got to have a safety over the top. Even if you have a safety over the top, we can slant them. I mean, this guy, Tyreek Hill, just makes everything so difficult. Shout out to J.C. Jackson. He's a fucking idiot. The dude gave us 3 points before half and then proceeded to get an interception. But when he got his interception, instead of taking the touchback and getting the ball at the 25, he ran it out and then got tackled at the 3, which set us up for very great field position once we got a stop And so J.C. Jackson is just a complete, like, I think he's brain dead. I mean, he's one of the worst corners ever. Xavier Howard, speaking of corners, got cooked a little bit, but I mean, shit, we won. All right, our whole defense at some point was getting cooked, but we started we got stops when we needed it. Anyway, so the first quarter, yeah, I mean, we fumbled. We can't really stop the run. I know Christian Wilkins is looking to get paid. I have so much to discuss with you guys. Hopefully, I can make more videos, because we have a lot to discuss. We have to discuss Christian Wilkins. I missed a lot of stuff. Jalen Ramsey getting injured. I didn't even make a video because I was so sad when Jalen Ramsey got injured. I was just like, bro, the season's over. But anyways, let me know what you guys want to see. But what a game. The offensive line really held up, and you got to give them their credit, because if we would have lost, trust me, the offensive line would get blamed. I mean, they get blamed every time we lose. So if we lose, they're gonna get bashed. Or we win, you have to give the offensive line a lot of credit. To his pocket presence, a lot of credit. He threw some really questionable throws, but I think he's like super aggressive at this point, which is ironic, because I think the first year under Flores, we kind of wanted him to be more aggressive. Now he's just like super aggressive. He's like turned to 100 aggressive. And a lot of times when you're that aggressive, some of his throws just look like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, dude's like trying to fit the ball in between like 3 people. One of the worst plays of the game, I think, was the jump ball to Braxton Berrios, out of all people. I was just like, what are we doing here? But at the end of the day, we ended up winning. And I think if we would have lost, that was the point. That was the play I knew I was going to point to, is that jump ball to Braxton Berrios, to be like, yeah, this is probably why we lost. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what the fuck, why we throwing the Braxton Berrios jump ball. But luckily, J.C. Jackson ran it out to the 3, and the rest is history. What else did I want to talk about? The second quarter. I mean, Tyreek, like, J.C. Jackson made that mistake in the second quarter. He gave us a field goal. I can't really brag on our defense too much. I mean, they were getting pretty fucked up, on the run game. Austin Eckler was absolutely just dominating. Chargers just paid Austin Eckler, so they was gonna run his ass into the dirt, and it was running all over us. Which I was kind of surprised, because Christian Wilkins is back. Christian Wilkins was not practicing and stuff, so I think Christian Wilkins is low-key kind of like not where he's supposed to be at this point. Because that guard was fucking Christian Wilkins up a lot of the time. I'm not gonna lie, but Christian Wilkins did make a couple plays. But if you really, like, most of the time when I was looking at, like, them running up the middle, I was just looking at Christian Wilkins literally just getting forced out the hole and them just running through. I was like, wow, because Christian Wilkins is looking to get paid a lot of money. So I was kind of surprised, and appreciative that he's playing. But yeah, he was getting fucked up some of the time, and so they was just running all over us. And then our secondary is not the best, because Jalen Ramsey. If Jalen Ramsey didn't get injured, our secondary is a whole different ball game. Xavier Howard at this point is probably not supposed to be covering wide receiver ones. That's just the reality of the wear and tear of his body. You've been in cover 0 blitzes. So, I mean, like, most of your career you've been cover 0 blitzes. Just the wear and tear of that. I don't even know if Xavier Howard is supposed to be covering wide receiver ones. I was looking forward to him covering wide receiver 2s this season. But then Jalen Ramsey gets injured, whatever. And then Teron Armstead's injured. He didn't play. He's made of glass. That's a whole nother conversation for another time. So a lot of things that we have to talk about for a whole nother time. I got to get some things settled, because honestly, I don't even have editing software on my computer right now, so I don't even know how I'm gonna edit this. I don't even know how to Photoshop, so I don't know how I'm gonna make a thumbnail, but I'm gonna figure it out. And then if I'm an overlay and shit, I don't know. I gotta do a lot of shit, but great game. Let me know, guys, what you guys think about it. I think it was one of the most exciting games, and I think Tyreek Hill is the best player I've ever seen play ever in my life. Tua threw about 500 passing yards, 466 passing yards, one of the strongest performances of Tua's career. And Justin Herbert did not play that well. He only threw. Wait. Let me refresh. So yeah, Justin Herbert only threw 228 yards. And then ultimately, they played well though, and Justin Herbert played well for the most part. The thing is, like, when you're up, and they were up a lot of the game, and you're trying to run the ball a lot, and they were running the ball a lot. Obviously, the quarterback's not gonna be looking at, like, his number's not gonna be what it is. And so with Kellen Moore, they're going to run the ball more, which is going to hurt Justin Herbert's numbers, which is funny, because for a long time he had an offensive system that boosted his numbers. So now his numbers are going to be hurt because he's going to be running the ball a lot more. But at the end of the day, I've always said the winner of this draft class is not going to be the person that threw the most, like, because they always want to argue Tua, Justin Herbert, or Joe Burrow, and they want to say, oh, look at the stats, oh, this guy has less yards, this guy has more yards per average, whatever. That's never going to be the thing that is why somebody says one of them is greater than the other. The difference is going to be who wins the most. And right now, Tua is winning more than Justin Herbert. So Tua is going to be known as being better than Justin Herbert. I don't care if Justin Herbert throws way more yards into a for the rest of the season. If he don't win more games, at the end of the day, that's who's going to be known as the best. Now, Tua just happened to win the game and throw a whole bunch of yards and touchdowns and have Tyreek Hill. So I mean, what? It was just an amazing game. Also, I mean, Jason Sanders, you played pretty well, but you almost screwed us. And if we would have lost that game because of a freaking lousy kicker, by the way, you're not a lousy kicker, but I'm just saying in general. If we would have lost that game because a kicker missed the extra point after fucking Tyreek and Tua fought their hearts out, and also everybody else, and Justin Sanders up until that point. But if we would have lost that game because of a fucking random kicker guy who does nothing but kick the ball, just missed an extra point, that would have been unbearable. But we didn't lose that. Okay, again, comment, what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 11 Ken Wedge, but good blessing. I'm out.